Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're talking about prize picks for the NBA on Wednesday, February 7th. And in the video, we have 5 picks for you guys to consider. So stay tuned throughout the video to hear all 5 of these picks. Massive day in the private Discord. Willems here hitting on every platform seemingly and getting a ton of green slips. You can see over here, looks like 15 different hits here on 15 different slips from Tuesday. Also, we had Based Bows hit a nice 4-pick entry here, and one of our best NBA cappers here, Volo, only gives out his top picks of the day. Had another 3 for 3 day in the private Discord, so definitely get in here, check it out. It's less than $1 per day on the monthly plan. You get access to 5+ cappers. A ton of cappers have been hitting, winning you guys some big slips in the private Discord. So definitely get over there, check out that private Discord, see what all these cappers have been putting out there to hit some of those big slips in the private Discord you just saw. So let's get into the picks in this video. The first one we're going to is going to be Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points playing against Washington. Essentially, the only thing you're hoping for in this game is that it can stay close, because Washington definitely could get blown out here by Cleveland, but we're hoping it's going to stay close in this one. Be a back and forth, fast-paced game. Washington likes to play fast-paced as well, so they could play into what Cleveland was playing when we saw them play Sacramento last game. Cleveland, we had a pretty good back and forth, fast-paced matchup, so thinking we could see more of the same. Mitchell has been hitting this one all season. He's averaging over 28 points per game. Great matchup here. We're going to take a look at this one over on Outlier, which is a tool that I use every single day, and they do have a 7-day free trial if you guys want to check them out. Just click the link down below to take advantage of that trial. We're going to be using them all video as well. You can see they have it at 27.5, but we get it at 26.5 on Prizepicks, so got to go to the alternate line. This is an over he's hit in 54% of the games. You can see in his last, looks like 6 games, he's gone over this in 5 of his last 6 games, including the games with Darius Garland back. Garland hasn't been shooting a ton when he's been back, so Mitchell has still been taking over the offense. Washington ranked 30th in the NBA, giving up 124 points per game. So we're thinking that Mitchell will be in line again for a big scoring output. Mitchell has been playing big minutes, 32 at least in, it looks like, his last 7 games, even some games playing, more than 35 minutes throughout there. So I think we're in a good spot here for Mitchell to hit this one. This line seems pretty low. A lot of sportsbooks have it at 27.5, or a big favorite to go over at 26.5. Liking this one in a great spot for Mitchell. We just got to hope there's no blowout in this game. All right, so now we're going to move on to another guy who's been extremely hot, Jonathan Kuminga. And for Kuminga, we're going to go over on the PRA. It's actually one of the most popular bets right here. And for Kuminga, you may think that Philadelphia has a tough matchup. Historically, it has been this season. But actually, with Joel Embiid out, they've been giving up a good amount of points. We can look at Philadelphia here in the last 3 games that Embiid hasn't played in. They gave up 118. The game before that, 136. And then the game before that, they gave up 124. So they've been giving up a good amount of points without Joel Embiid, and I think that this one's going to continue here, and they're going to give up a good amount to the Warriors, but they should keep it fairly close in this one as well, in my opinion. So I think it's going to be another really good spot for Kuminga. Kuminga, if we look this one up on Outlier, obviously it's not going to look good for the season because he was not really playing that much in the beginning of the year. Yeah, this is a line. He's only hit 28% of the time this year, but look at all this green in the last 10, 11 games here. In his last 10, he's hit this over in 9 of 10 games. So absolutely has been smashing this one, been scoring, rebounding, doing it all for this team. He's really their second best player now, and I don't think many people would argue that behind Steph Curry that Kuminga is their second best player. But we can see smash this in 9 of 10 games. 30 or more in 9 of 10. We need him to get to 29. Just didn't hit it in 1 game here. So regardless of matchup, he's just been smashing it. And then you can see the increase in minutes. So even these first 5 games here, he was hitting this playing 30 or less minutes. In the last 5, he's played at least 33 minutes in all 5 of the last games. So that just makes him even more likely to hit this because he has been getting more minutes, and this is just a great spot, I think, for Kuminga. Going to be taking that one. The third pick here, we're going to go to OddsJam for this pick. If you guys don't know what OddsJam is, it is a tool that finds you the best value picks on sites like Prizepicks, could be Underdog, could be Fliff, any of these kind of sites that are DFS related. Saddiq Bey, one of their top picks, over on his PRA, lines at 18.5. Every other sportsbook that they compare it to come up with the best picks to hit have this at 19.5. Pretty crazy. You can see a lot of sites favoring it, but this one they actually have it at a higher line across the board, 19.5. So Prizepicks is at 18.5. This is actually a line that Bay has been hitting all year. So we're going to be going to this one. We can see over here on the PRA on Outlier at 19.5, he's hit this 67% of the time, 33 of 49 games. But we got to take that alternate line. We're getting a better deal. It bumps up to 69%, but still a better line here. And then you can see as of late as well, in his last 7, it looks like he's hit this in 6 of his last 7 games. Just didn't hit it against Phoenix and Atlanta, and to be honest, I'm not really sure what happened in that game. He only played 16 minutes, but for every other game in like his last 10, 12 games, he's played a minimum of 27 minutes as well. So really liking this spot and this line for Saddiq Bey in this game. Even though it is against Boston in a tougher opponent, Atlanta has been playing a lot better as well, and I think that they can stick with the Celtics in this game at least a little bit. So we're going to Saddiq Bey on the over, and for you guys in the private Discord, I do post these slips before the video comes out, so you guys can get in on these lines if you want to, because I bet that Kuminga and Bey lines will get bumped up maybe by the time you're watching this video. So they are posted in the private Discord. Just another perk of the 5+ cappers giving out picks in here, projections, and early access to the picks in the videos here. So definitely check it out. It'll be the pinned comment and top of the description. So for the next one, we're going to another Hawks player. We like the Hawks in this one. They've been playing pretty good basketball as of late. And even with Clint Capella out, we're going to go to Onyeka Okongwu here. Another popular pick. One of the most popular, Okongwu, on just the straight points. Something he's been smashing this year without Capella. Going to him in this one against Boston, who, again, is a pretty good defense, but they can be taken advantage of in some areas. So we're going to go here to Okongwu on the points. Something he's hit just 39% of the time, but he's hit it in the last 4. The last 3, he's smashed it with 15, 22, and 18. And then we have to look at the Boston defense. They are 5th in the NBA, allowing just 110.7 points, but to centers, they're actually 12th, averaging over 18 points a game to centers. So for Okongwu here, again, 39% of the time he's hit it, but games without Clint Capella, he's only played 3 games this year without him, but has had 16, 19, and 18 points, so it's absolutely smashed without Capella. And these were tougher matchups. Cleveland, Philadelphia, and the Clippers, 3 tough matchups. We just talked about Philadelphia, how without Embiid, they haven't been as good defensively, but back January 10th with Embiid, they were pretty good. So even in tough matchups, Onyeka has been hitting this. Also the minutes, 34 minutes on average in these games without Clint Capella. And then if we come look with all games, he's averaging just 25 minutes. So he gets a 9-minute per game boost as well. So really liking Okongwu here as well. And for the final pick, we're going to go to Nick Richards. And I believe this is our only under of the video. 12.5 points on the under for Richards. Going to be taking that. Richards just doesn't score that much, to be honest. So we're going to take the under. It's pretty simple as that. They do have a decent matchup here. But if you guys look at the numbers here on the season, he scored over 12.5 just 9 of 40 games. And in the last 5 games, he's had 5, 10, 8, 12, 4. The minutes have been all over the place, and he definitely is a candidate for foul trouble. We can also look at games that he's played without Mark Williams this year, and it actually goes down to 22% of the time. So he's actually, 1% better, I guess, scoring the ball with Mark Williams in the lineup, which is pretty weird. But it is what it is. Nick Richards on the under. And again, Toronto defense, 19th in the league, so not the toughest matchup here, but also they do have Podol in this game, who's missed like 12 games out of 50 or something like that. But the Raptors have played this year, so I think they are better defensively against centers with Podol in the lineup. So for all those reasons, going to Richards on the under in this one. So definitely some massive hits over here. We had a capper yesterday go 11 of 13 on their picks, hit a ton of slips. And some guys in the private Discord here, Base Bows hit a 4 for 4. Willems hit I don't know how many picks here, so ton of people using these capper picks in the private Discord over here, hitting a ton of slips, so definitely check it out. Less than $1 per day to get access to 5+ cappers. I'm just one of them here, but we have like 9 of them in there right now, so definitely check it out. It'll be the pinned comment and the top of the description, so like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.